Beneath the endless dunes, where wind erases all memory, something impossible has awakened. A labyrinth, older than Egypt, older than Sumer, hidden for 9,000 years beneath the sands. And what lies inside might rewrite the story of human civilization. Using ground-penetrating radar in the heart of the Sahara, uncovered geometric patterns buried deep below the dunes. Corridors, chambers, and spiraling passageways forming what appears to be a colossal underground labyrinth, one that predates every known civilization. If verified, it could change everything we know about the origins of human architecture, spirituality, and myth. Because this discovery doesn't just challenge history, it rewrites it. 1. The discovery. It began as a routine remote sensing survey in southwestern Egypt, an arid stretch once called the Nabta Playa Basin. Scientists from the Cairo Institute of Archaeology and the University of Tübingen were studying ancient water systems when radar scans revealed strange anomalies below the surface, massive rectilinear voids, curving tunnels, and patterns too deliberate to be natural. At first, they thought it might be an ancient riverbed, but as the data accumulated, a shape emerged. A labyrinthine complex spanning nearly 5 kilometers, buried beneath 9 meters of sand. Subsurface tomography showed interlocking corridors, some leading to what appear to be circular chambers arranged in concentric rings. In the center lies a large void, 30 meters wide, lined with denser materials suggesting stone blocks. To the untrained eye, it's a maze. To an archaeologist, it's a riddle that whispers across millennia. 2. The desert that wasn't always desert. To understand what this labyrinth means, we must first remember the Sahara wasn't always sand. 9,000 years ago, during the African humid period, this region was green, a world of lakes, grasslands, and monsoon rains. Here, nomadic peoples built megalithic alignments, similar to Stonehenge, to track the stars. They buried their dead with care, decorated pottery with spirals, and perhaps, just perhaps, built something far greater, a ceremonial city beneath the earth. Some scientists propose that this labyrinth might have been a sanctuary from the desert's return, a place of refuge when the climate began to shift. Others believe it was built to honor the gods of the underworld, or even to mirror the night sky itself. 3. Echoes of the past. Myths of the hidden labyrinth. Across North Africa and the Near East, ancient legends speak of underground kingdoms, lost sanctuaries of knowledge. Greek historians like Herodotus once wrote of a colossal labyrinth in Egypt near the city of Hawara, a wonder greater than the pyramids themselves. For centuries, that tale was dismissed as exaggeration. But what if it was memory, an echo of something older, deeper, now found again beneath the dunes? The structure beneath Nabta shares uncanny parallels with Herodotus's descriptions. Hundreds of chambers aligned in perfect geometry, a central hall surrounded by corridors, and a design suggesting not chaos, but intention. Could this be the ancestor of Egypt's later temples and pyramids? Could the blueprint of civilization have begun here, in the heart of the Sahara? 4. The structure's enigma. Preliminary radar models suggest the labyrinth's corridors descend in spirals, forming a double helix-like pattern. This design is mathematically precise, showing ratios close to the golden mean, a principle of sacred geometry later used in Egyptian, Greek, and even Renaissance architecture. Inside the largest chamber, the scans show dense reflections, stone, possibly basalt, granite, materials not native to the area. That means whoever built this site transported them across great distances, thousands of years before the invention of the wheel. How? Why? Each question deepens the mystery. Some archaeologists excavation begins, the team faces unimaginable challenges, shifting dunes and collapsed tunnels, temperatures exceeding 45 degrees Celsius, and logistical isolation underneath kilometers from the sediment. Yet, every grain of sand reveals new geometry. As scientists debate, new technologies advance the search. 1. Mapping the invisible. Using synthetic aperture radar and magnetometric imaging, researchers are building a three-dimensional map of the entire complex without disturbing a single stone. These scans reveal that the labyrinth's chambers align almost perfectly with astronomical constellations, notably Orion and Sirius, the same celestial markers later sacred to ancient Egypt. This alignment cannot be coincidence. It suggests the builders possessed advanced understanding of the sky, centuries before the first pharaohs gazed upward from the Nile. 2. The Forgotten Oasis satellite imagery also reveals dry riverbeds leading toward the labyrinth, hinting that it once stood beside a lake or oasis. If true, the site may have been both a ritual center and a cosmic observatory, designed to track the heavens and mark the changing seasons. When the climate collapsed and the green Sahara turned to sand, the builders may have sealed their creation, burying it as the world they knew vanished. 3. Hidden passages and sealed chambers. Recent borehole probes have detected air gaps behind some walls, possible sealed chambers untouched for millennia. Micro-drones are being prepared to explore these voids, equipped with cameras and sensors to scan what human eyes have never seen. What might lie inside? Burials? Offerings? Carvings telling a forgotten story? The possibilities are as endless as the dunes above. And then, during one of the probe missions, comes a discovery that leaves the research team silent. As the micro-camera descends through a crack in the central chamber, its light cuts through the darkness. And there it is, a carved wall, smooth and deliberate, covered in symbols, not hieroglyphs, not any known writing system, but patterns, spirals, intersecting lines, and what appear to be stellar maps. At the chamber's heart lies a single object, a stone disc, roughly 1 meter across, engraved with 12 spokes radiating from the center. Tests reveal it is made of diorite, one of the hardest stones on Earth, shaped by tools that, by our understanding, should not have existed at the time. Radiocarbon dating of the sediment trapped beneath it gives an age of around 7,000 BCE. That's older than Mesopotamia, older than Egypt, older than history itself. And for a moment, the desert falls silent again, as though the sands have been waiting for us to remember. The 9,000-year-old labyrinth beneath the sands challenges not just our history, but our humility. It reminds us that civilization is not a straight line of progress, but a series of forgotten dawns and collapses. Each era builds, falls, and leaves traces for the next to find. Perhaps our ancestors were not primitive wanderers, but storytellers, astronomers, and engineers whose legacies were erased by time. The labyrinth stands as their whisper across eternity. We were here, we dreamed, we built, and we remembered the stars. Whether it was a temple, a refuge, or something we cannot yet name, one truth remains. Human genius did not begin with us. It began long before, beneath the sands, in the heart of a green Sahara that is now a desert of secrets. And as the excavation continues, one can't help but wonder, what else lies waiting below the dunes? What other histories have yet to breathe again? If this discovery shook what you thought you knew about history, wait until you see what was found beneath the ice of Antarctica. Click on the next video, and let's keep digging into the forgotten past.